everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to this Saturday morning stream, guys, and today we're going to get back into Beyond Blue. And right with me, you can't see him right now, but he's eating the cereal, is Isaac. He might be commentating. Yeah. He might know some of the animals. I know he knows the...
I know the humpback whale from Diego.
Yep. He's been watching Diego lately, and that's one of the adventures he's been watching.
His favorite.
Yep. You know, do you remember the sperm whale from Wildcrafts, Isaac?
Yeah, I saw one of those.
Yeah, that's one of the, that's the main,
You couldn't meet a man who's from the future.
Really?
But logic.
Are you able to turn off the music?
I have it on like a nice, steady
Look,
music.
it's a humpback whale.
That's not a humpback whale.
I'm kidding. No, it's not a humpback whale. It's good.
Those are sharks. Those are hammerhead sharks. That, I forget what is that name? Let me look up here. It is a ocean fish. Sunfish. Ocean sunfish.
Those things are big and
See, I got the
bad.
sperm whale, the humpback whale, the orca, and dolphins and other, like, animals, too.
Oh, that orca, I think it's a mix between a shark and a dolphin and a fish.
No, it's just an orca. It's more related to dolphins and...
Sharks.
No, dolphins and, fish. Not dolphins and fish, but dolphins and, whales. That's what it is.
Oh. What-
Okay, we got the calls, so how do we,
Get out?
we already got the brief. Oh, not supposed to be over here. But we're supposed to be diving, we gotta get the suit on and all. There we go.
Day 7. About to enter the Twilight Zone. I'm following Andrea's family down to the seamounts where I hope to observe them hunting. Arena has been testing our samples and is worried about a harmful algal bloom being somewhere nearby, so I am to keep an eye out for that. Check. I'm also keeping an eye out for more
Isaac,
turtles.
quiet.
I know they're out there, ready to dive.
Yeah, stay quiet so that we can hear the dialogue. Okay, Isaac? There we go.
I heard it.
I know you did, but they probably couldn't do it because you were talking. You can't talk when they're talking, alright?
I'm in and okay.
And we're...
So, some people wouldn't stop talking.
dreaming.
Hello everyone, welcome, or welcome back. I'm diving near a seamount region, also known as the Twilight Zone, because it is just beyond reach of the sun. And we'll be taking some questions live, so be nice.
We'll also be testing a playback system to interact with whales.
You already found that whale.
That's a shark, Isaac. And besides, the more intel I get, the more I get information about them. What in the world?
Those are the one flat things.
No, those aren't stingrays. Those are... No idea what these are. But they're not stingrays. Oh, the giant cuttlefish, I think.
I knew it.
Want to hear something cool? So do I. I'm hoping that buoy can send a little message to our humpback friends.
That's right. Andre is going to serenade some humpbacks.
Well, not me, but using a song I generated from other recordings.
We horses and humpbacks.
Yeah. Unknown sound. Humpback whale. Let's check out this humpback.
Oh my god.
Okay, time to see if any humpbacks respond to our song.
Jordan wants to know how you will know.
Great question. If we have recorded him before, we'll see if the influence of our song affected his.
Scientists believe whales from one region can influence the song of whales from another when they mix.
Hey Andre, we've recorded a song from this one before, right?
We have.
How quickly can you compare his two songs?
Well, I need to wait for his song to complete at least one full cycle.
And how long is that?
20 minutes, maybe more.
Wow, that's a long, slow ballad.
Go to that one first.
I know.
Dana Squid. It looks like they're hunting.
Lanternfish.
Well called, Arena. We'll make you a sea witch yet.
I'm sorry, a what?
Let's scan a few to pick up their hunting behavior. Here goes.
Scott from Denver wants to know if they eat each other.
Some do. I think this one was upset he missed out on his prey. Another leatherback turtle, Andre. And feasting on some moon jellies.
That is odd. Is that the same one we saw before?
It looks bigger, but let me zoom scan it to be sure. We can run the sample in the lab, but I am sure this is a different one.
Do they typically travel together? Wouldn't it be surprising to find two this far off course?
Yes, it would be.
And yet, here they are.
Welcome back, turtles. Enjoy your beautiful moon jellies.
Moon jellies are beautiful. There's a decent chance this jelly will regenerate itself.
Do tell.
In fact, a few species of jellyfish are technically immortal. They can revert from being full grown to their younger state and essentially start their life cycle over.
Thank you, Arena, who will make us all immortal one day.
Sorry about that. Had to wait for some people to stop talking really loud. Anyways, let's continue.
Roger, I wouldn't be in trouble, right?
Well, just don't talk when they're talking. You know when they're talking.
I know.
Let's continue. I'm still not sure when I'm gonna need to use the knife. Oh, gee, Isaac, you see right there? Right on me? I feel like that's a knife. You think that's a knife?
What are you?
Right there. See it?
It has to be a knife.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Don't mess with the earbuds, Isaac.
It might be a knife for like.
Great. I've been waiting for this. I have just activated your UV light.
First of all, don't mess with my suit when I'm diving. Secondly, you spoiled my surprise.
Am I supposed to be scanning these guys? I feel like so. Yeah, I feel like I am.
Swell sharks have developed biofluorescence to communicate with each other. Their eyes have special adaptations for the UV light. Now you can see what a swell shark sees.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just turn my audio off. If I need to talk to you guys, I'll talk. I'll say something.
Next, you can try the black light I installed in your sub.
You did not. You did install it in your dorm room back in the day. Your wife showed me pictures.
Well, uni was a good time.
What am I looking for here?
Oh, one of our sperm whale tags must have fallen off.
Andre, you really need better glue for these.
I don't use glue.
I've tracked down the tag. It's in a cave. I wonder how it got in here.
This calls for one of those moments of, I wonder how, I wonder why. Because once I pick that up, you already know that guy's gonna go out of. So they've been stealing the tags, eh? Oh, that was a little loud. Let me just answer this text real quick. Here we go. Okay.
What is that, Roger?
That is the octopus. They can camouflage to environment. I guess they're really interested in these tags because this is the second one with the tag. I'm gonna tone down my audio.
Are you okay?
Other than getting inked in front of a live global audience?
You know, you might want to get that off you. It will probably attract predators.
Oh, wonderful.
Sorry about that. Get back to it. We all know we can do it.
What is that? Plant?
That right there?
Yeah.
Spider crab.
No. Can you get up close to it?
I could, but I don't feel like it.
Please, Elijah.
No.
Why not?
Because I gotta do this.
Then can you get up close to it?
Maybe.
Okay, last boy of the dive. How are you feeling?
Chances of Suit holding out until the end of the dive? Good. Hope of seeing if our humpback song had any effect? Well,
Sorry about that.
You know this, but for the viewers, science is not magic. It takes patience.
I'd like to believe in a little magic.
What am I supposed to do now? I'll go here, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Elijah, that was a humpback whale.
Yeah, Isaac, we know.
And I'm too smart for knowing that.
It's not like they just said it. Sperm right over there.
No way that's a sperm whale.
It just marked it saying it's a sperm whale.
That's a humpback whale.
Yep, looks like they're going diving.
Sperm whale. I think it's. Yes, it's hunting! First time we'll be able to document it with Andre's technology.
I still watch this.
Come on, come on. And then the buzz. I got it!
Raj from Mumbai wants to know, what's the buzz?
I think he was making a joke.
Got it. But what is the buzz? How is it used?
We're not entirely sure, but definitely associated with being close to prey.
This is just a warm-up. The real fun will come in the deep.
So what you think, Elijah?
Squid. It was a giant squid.
Oh, the giant squid attacking that sperm whale.
Where's the marker go? I think I gotta go down here. I forget where. Zoom and what? What am I zooming on to? Okay. Is it down here?
No, it's inside the cave.
What cave?
Right beside you.
I
Not
don't,
that way, the other way.
I don't see a cave. You talking right there?
Oh, it's that way actually.
I think I know what you're talking about.
There's a cave, Elijah. I saw one.
Baby sea turtles.
Andre. Well, there's no way these little ones are thousands of miles off course. Right, Andre?
Give him a minute.
Right. Let's scan a few of these to get their gender. There's a tiny tag here. Andre?
Look at it, baby.
Chen from Shanghai wants to know why you care about their gender.
Well, their sex is determined by the temperature of their nests. Warming beaches wiped out the turtles in this region.
Believe in a little magic now, Andre?
It may just start, but let me check on that tag first.
Alright, let's continue. Baby turtle. Yay! Let me turn up the actual in-game audio. There you go. That should be good. Alright, we're going deep.
Oh, wow. Glad we didn't miss this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they must have been hunting down past the rift.
I think we found our spot for our first deep dive.
Mirai, check out that one closest to you. What's that on its skin?
Not sure I can catch them. They're headed to the surface. Might just be a scrape from a ship strike.
Yeah, let's hope that's all it is.
Let's end it here. I know it seems like Andre worries about everything. But I really understand where that comes from. Everyone's seen the pictures, but I can tell you it was really tough to be doing hands-on work when we were losing entire species. For me, it was the whales. But for Andre, it was the turtles. I stayed to help him. Several of the other scientists did as well. By then, only Andre's protected nests were the ones producing turtles in the region. We all figured that the population was going to collapse, and eventually it did. But seeing this large man spend day after day carrying tiny turtles from the nest to the water, it inspired us to stay. Coming back now, it feels like another world. Andre is not an angry man, Irina. He's just a man who gets angry when he sees people say it's too hard, or that they don't care at all.
Yeah.
Well, that was inspiring. Let's watch the our documentary video. Hopefully we got another one. Oh, what's this spiraling thing? Let's look at this. It's like a fusion reactor thing. I don't know. Nice. Now let's see. Wait. All right, we already got those. Oh, we already got a lot of these. Wait, didn't we? Unusual. Okay, we already watched all 6 of these. Let's watch these 3. Okay. It'd probably help if I was on the stream section part. You know what, maybe yeah, like, I don't know, let's just keep it on this part. Alright, well, I'll play these videos each one at a time.
Jellyfish have mechanisms of self-repair. They're constantly getting like bitten by turtles and chunks getting taken away. 50% of the jellyfish population are wounded. So they've gone through 500 million years living, persisting in the ocean in simplicity, and they've come up with some remarkable ways of living. There's something called the immortal jellyfish and how they age, aging in reverse, which we're just beginning to understand, where they get old and then degenerate back into a youth again. In understanding the gene pathways and how this happens, this could look at, humans. We don't have this capacity to age in reverse. It's like Benjamin Button, and it's here. And it just takes the kind of focus and dedication to look at that jellyfish and to grow that jellyfish and to figure out how to use the best available scientific tools to get at this question. It's just about kind of looking super deeply and letting the secrets unfold. The energy from our star flies through the universe, through our atmosphere, and hits us at the ground. But now, when we go underwater, the ocean properties of water are like pure blue filter. So it's going to filter out all these other wavelengths except blue. As you go down further, it's primarily blue, blue, blue till 700 meters. And at that level, there's still faint photons of sunlight in the blue range. And we call this the twilight zone. And there, animals are still perceiving a tiny little bit of our sun's energy. Below this, it's gone. 24/7 darkness. And it turns out that there's a ton of color vision down in the deep. So it's like they're making enough light down there to be able to be satisfying all the eyes of the deep sea creatures. So it's not this totally dark world down there. It's still light. It's just the animals are making the light rather than the sun. We've designed all this technology to kind of satisfy our visual hardware. As I started looking at other animals, they have totally different hardware. And I've been looking at everything through these silly little primate eyes. We have to overcome our humanness to jump behind the world of a shark or another creature and see the world from their perspective. We found a biofluorescent shark, and it only sees right at the blue-green interface. So it's really just tuned to a very similar spectrum to the environment it lives in. This fluorescence was creating greater contrast for the shark. It's like this endless well of information. We're at the very tip of the iceberg.
These animals travel thousands of kilometers, navigating open oceans that have no physical landmarks. They have that innate ability to find their way. They're only sharing our beach for a short point in time, but they need protection because man has brought an ancient species to near extinction. I got involved at a time when hostilities were very real. People came with guns and machetes to poach a turtle. We would protect these animals at all costs. Because on the high tides, when the tide comes up, this area here will be flooded, right? So when the sea turtle lays her egg, the nest requires a constant temperature. And if we recognize that this nest is in a real bad spot, we choose a spot further inland on the beach that's stable, and then we would evaluate if the eggs were able to hatch because of us moving them. And in both cases, we're always right. So as the villagers began to benefit from the tourism that turtle conservation was creating, they saw that the turtle was worth more to them alive than dead. The children really love sea turtles. We educate them, but we involve them. And by so doing, we get them to a level of interest where they want to become actively involved. When we first started this conservation work, we would encounter at the height of the nesting season 30, 40 turtles. Now we encounter over 500. That's significant. Some people argue, well, that's nature. Leave them. Why protect them? But remember, humans have to intervene sometimes to help nature keep existing.
All right, we're back. Back again. Okay. Let's see. All right. Since we watched those videos, let's go ahead and oh, what's this? Total recovery. How? Where are beaches? It is a Simpson cave. Fell off. I don't know. Oh well. Alright. Let's go ahead and make some calls.
Hi, Mirai. Sorry to miss the post-dive brief. I've been listening to our humpback recordings for hours and got myself in a kind of funk. Actually, I started listening to the humpbacks and then switched to Miles Davis. Anyway, I don't see any clear sign that our playback influenced any of the other whales yet, but I just know we're on the right track. I'm sorry to be in such a mood. Don't know what to make of those turtles or what's going on with our sperm whale family. Right. Catch you in a bit.
Sorry about that. I'm going back and forth, you know what I mean? Okay. Where can I go? Okay, well, I guess we are going to go for a dive. Oh, we unlocked a new song, yay! Oh well, probably gonna be listening to this one.
Day 12. Spent the last 5 days on an endless series of depth tests of Andre's deep diving suit. Guess he doesn't want me to implode on the live stream. I do hope it's giant squid proof though. The mapping drone located a brine pool near where Andrea's family has been hunting. That is before it went AWOL. Ready to dive.
Alright.
Wow.
I'm in and okay.
You sure I can't talk you into another test dive at this depth before we stream?
Enough test dives. It's not like I'm doing a spacewalk.
Well, with this suit, you probably could.
We're gonna talk about suit crush depth again?
I think we can probably roll.
Starting the live stream.
Welcome back, ocean friends. Tonight, I am deep. Midnight zone, no light from the surface deep. Tonight, we're using Andre's lure drone to mimic the Atolla jellyfish to lure large predators like the giant squid.
It's certainly not all my tech. I'm building on years of prior research.
Don't forget our mission to the brine pools.
Oh yes, Irina will fill you in on that later.
There's a lot of things down there, Elijah.
Okay, Andre, how do I find the lure drone?
Very
Look
easy.
for blinking red lights in the water column.
See that right there? I'm 3,754 meters deep.
No need to get too close. You can activate the lure from there.
Andre, have you done this before?
I haven't, but others have.
How long until we can expect the lure to attract a predator?
It's hard to
that's what
say. It's a
that is.
big ocean. But if you lose patience, I would find some real Atola jellyfish. I have a feedback system set up to improve the lure as you scan them.
Of course you do. For those watching, we will be scanning these Atola jellyfish to make sure Andre's lure matches the real thing.
It does, but it can always be refined.
Not much confidence in humanity, but plenty in himself. Got the jellyfish scans, though Andre doesn't need them.
In truth, they should improve the lure. I would not waste your time.
Getting a few impolite comments on the screen pointing out that giant squid don't feed on Atola jellyfish.
They're right. Actually, the Atola puts on this light show when under attack, in order to lure creatures big enough to eat their attacker. It might have some useful human applications.
I think we need more Atola scans to approve the lure.
I thought we wanted to.
Did I just do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Whose idea was it to live stream this particular dive? I am glad I can't see the comments.
I would agree. My grandmother had a saying for times like this. I'm not going to try my grandmother's accent on a live stream, but loosely translated, it means if you get bored waiting for a giant squid, you can always go to a bride pool.
That's a pretty specific saying.
What is the squid? Did you do that one?
No, it's I have to keep on doing it
I noticed
so
that
that
these
way
atollas were
it
already
mimics
making
their
their blue alarm
pattern.
before you swam close.
Most likely a sign that they have detected predators in the region that threaten them.
It's tuning the actual spinning thing to what the actual jellyfish would be producing. Oh. Oh.
Squid is here.
Ah, that gave me a chill.
Whoa.
What, Elijah?
I saw. As long as it's going for the
I know
bait
how
and
much
not
you
me.
enjoyed that, but do you mind if we check out the brine pool before we check on our whale cam?
If you insist. You got what you wanted. This is my giant squid.
Is that another one of your grandmother's sayings?
No, but she often used this one. Hurry up and collect my specimens for me.
What an expressive language.
It's no giant squid, but I promise you, you won't have to wait to find it.
At long last, welcome to the brine pool. I know it's really a salt lake under the ocean, but it looks more like a witch's brew. I have been teasing Arena, but a brine pool is a diverse microenvironment within the ocean. It has its own ecosystem.
And each one is unique. So that means the microbiology is unique and could hold groundbreaking solutions to human problems. Each time I take new samples into a lab here on this ship, it's this magical discovery moment where I tingle all over. I fund my own research so I can pursue what I know to be important. And people ask me, how much money are you going to spend to collect some bacteria at the bottom of the ocean? If these bacteria hold the cure for a disease that relieves even just a small amount of human suffering, how do you put a price on that?
That is some giant squid.
Can I not go in it? It's its own little lake. I didn't catch that until just now. It's its own little lake. It's like a lake inside of a ocean. I can't even go in there because how it is. I guess it's so concentrated. But anyways, I need to find out where to actually collect these samples. There we go. We got the.
No, that's a snake.
No, it's a hungfish. A hangfish.
There's a snake in the ocean.
Yeah, but that's not it. Here's the last sample.
What is that?
It's part of the microbiology of the thing. Alright, come back. Let's go back to the live stream. Well,
Mirai,
Still on the
pushing
live
you a
stream, but-
waypoint.
Sperm whales are back on the hunt.
There we go.
Look for the drones. They will seek out the sound of the sperm whales and then idle nearby.
We hope that today, Andrea's tech will make it possible to document how a sperm whale hunts the giant squid.
No, the one squid that fights the sperm whale is the colossal squid. That's what it is. What's that? That's the rest of the.
Let's go tag some sperm whales so we can eavesdrop on their hunting.
One of our viewers wants to know if there is a problem with the link, since the waypoints keep appearing and disappearing.
No problem. The drones are in stealth mode, so they will only track the whales by sound.
I better swim fast.
Who's itching your butt, Isaac?
We'll keep good watch over you. Whoa! What just happened?
I think the squid knocked the camera right off.
I had that camera feed in full screen on my visor, and for a second, I thought it was lights out for me.
Sounds like a good time for the sub to pick you up. Live stream out.
Sorry about that, but some things popped up to where I had to like turn off my camera and all that, but it's okay. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Look at that. Oh wait, since I tagged it, am I able to see it on here? See, I got that just change it. There we go.
This.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna see if I have the colossal squid. I have a bunch of these. I have like the smaller squid. I have the octopus. I don't have the colossal squid yet. I don't think we technically like acknowledged one, but that's still pretty cool how we got this stuff. We're almost filled up. This. We're not filled up, but like acknowledged that these things are here. Right? Am I missing one? No, that's just a swell shark. Okay. I'm gonna do these calls real quick to get the storyline stuff. Then we're gonna go to the insight videos. Just give me 1 second to turn out my audio. There we go.
It's Irina. Since there's no dive today, I'm going to lose myself in the wet lab to work on those samples you sent up from the brine pool. Hey, have you listened to my daughter's track? Interesting, right?
Mirai, remember the tag we found on the turtles? I put it out on the network and I got the strangest message back. I'm gonna take a tender to a small island nearby and check it out. I'll explain everything later. Still no mapping drone, by the way.
Hey, it's me. Nana didn't qualify for the study. Doctor says we missed the window. Whatever that means. Hard to tell what she remembers now. It's tough. Not sure my head's 100% there with school. Honestly, seems like a waste of money. Anyway, see you.
Okay. Well, I guess we're caught up with the dives and all. We just turned this back down and all that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to... Okay, since I'm going to stop this here, I'm going to obviously play the insight videos and all that. But I'm going to stop it right here. We got 3 new videos. And after I play them, I'm just going to end the stream. Alright, so leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified uploads, and I'll see you next time. I'm just going to turn that up. You can't. I became John Cena.
Sound to whales is everything. It's their hands. These are animals with the biggest brain on Earth and the most powerful sonic apparatus. They spend a lot of their time deep down. They're diving for an hour at a time in darkness. Just like a submarine is echolocating, they ping a signal out and then they wait for that signal to bounce off something and come back as the signal. And from that information, they could get an idea of what's there.
They constantly click, and that click sometimes can be really loud, and you can feel it in your body. It's like going to a DJ and that feeling that bass. Once I had an experience with a sperm whale, it clicked, my ears almost like bounced back. It's really an amazing feeling, you know.
You don't develop a huge, complicated brain if you're not using it. Whales have little channels of communicating where they could talk to each other hundreds of kilometers away using sound.
Sperm whales make clicks in sort of rhythmic patterns that we call codas. Any family might have 20 to 25 different coda patterns that they use when they're having conversations with each other. And some of them are unique to different places in the world. In the Eastern Caribbean, they make a lot of what we call a 1 + 1 + 3. That sounds kind of like this. And that's only ever been recorded in the Caribbean. And it's been identical for the last 35 years. These are really different ways of life that are being labeled by these coda patterns. In the same way that human language is kind of a shorthand for where you come from. You can make a lot of missteps when traveling simply by speaking incorrectly or introducing yourself differently. Do you hug? Do you shake hands? Do you bow? And a growing concern has to do with the noise that we're putting into the ocean. Everything we do impacts everything they're doing. The sound is causing high levels of stress in animals like this. No one wants to live at a rock concert. You can imagine trying to have your home inside an arena while some metal band is playing. And that's increasingly what the ocean feels like.
Brine pools are amazing habitat. It's a lake on the bottom of the ocean, and it's this surreal seascape. Chemically, each one of them is unique.
These brines undoubtedly contain bacteria, archaea, and viruses that are unknown to science. We know that they're incredibly rich in undescribed life forms. They have the perfect cocktail, the perfect recipe for life. These sites aren't just salty, they can be violent, characterized by eruptions and incredibly unstable conditions. So to live in them, you have to not only be hardy, but you have to be able to endure constantly changing conditions, because not one day is the same. The organisms that live there, they undergo a constant biological warfare with each other to dominate the environment, to survive in the system. The biochemicals that they produce to do that biological warfare are applicable to curing diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's. They produce antibiotics and antivirals that can also be used to improve human health. And we drop targets as we go, so we know exactly where we sample. Exploring these habitats is absolutely necessary because the metabolic potential there has the capacity to change the way we think about medicine, to change the way we think about antibiotics, based on our knowledge that we gain from studying these incredible environments in the deep sea.
Imagine if I was sent in to go study the Mona Lisa and I come in with a pair of snippers and I'm like, I'm gonna need to cut this baby up a little bit to see what kind of chemical composition is going on there. Like, you wouldn't do that, right? We don't have to kill these animals. We don't have to kill to understand. If we could do a single cell, that means we don't need to kill 20,000 animals to be able to really understand that one. We could do our work much more non-invasively.
So we are working this year on a new project to deploy tags on orcas. We need to learn more about the diet and how they use the habitat. So by deploying those tags, we get the information we need. It is the least invasive method. It is suction cups. So it is not a scratch on the whale afterwards, which is something we really like.
In the deep sea, we use these like robotic claws from the oil and gas industry that gets you the sample, but this is so archaic. So we've been designing something called squishy robot fingers, which are ways to be gentle when we study the deep sea. But I think we could even take this another level. There's some organism, we quickly encase it. It's like a medical checkup. We give it a swab to get its genome. We image it from all directions. We open it up, the animal goes away, and we have more information than we've ever had before. These animals are Mona Lisas. Our perception of them should change. We should be more delicate.